y'all. 1 second. I'm just messaging Kate to see. I am freezing, to see if she's around, if she wants to come up. Hold on. Live. I can't type or talk, and I definitely can't type and talk at the same time. I know Melissa's live too right now. I tried. Hey, Cool Gamer. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Jingles. Hey, Beatlemanic. Maniac. Hey, AG. I'm trying to get used to calling you AG so that I don't like say your name, just, because I know the internet is blowing up tonight. I know it's, hey, Shay. Hey, Just Carrie. Good to see you. The internet has gone, I'm so cool. Hey, Rody Gale. Insane. And we're going to talk a little bit about that, but I do not want to go throughout this day. There's some huge breaking news that we really need to talk about as well, and we're going to talk about the Quinton stuff and that chaos circus going on right now. Hey, Amber. Hey, Punkette. But okay, can either of you find my link to my membership, because I can't find it anywhere? But the DELPHI murders, y'all, we have an arrest today. This is huge. If you haven't followed Lindsay, whether you like DeLorean or not is neither here nor there, because she does really great coverage of DELPHI. And we have an arrest today. And thank you, Punkette. I can't find it. And people are always like, you never drop your link. And I'm like, that's because I don't know how to find it. How many years now? 5 years. And there's an arrest today, and a press conference is coming out on Monday. But there are some things I want to go over. And you know that feeling where it's like you never know what's behind closed doors? Because I got to tell you, this guy looks like your average dad. And it's very bizarre. And so we're going to look at that. But I think I'm going to be real with you. I think I'm PMSing right now. So some of this drama is bothering me. This circus that's happening right now. Exactly, Beatlemaniac. All right, let's start with the Quinton thing. This freaking circus is insane. Okay. I have an unpopular opinion. We've all seen it. Let's start at the very beginning, right? So last night, are we 100% sure? Chastity. So I am positive there was an arrest made. Other than that, I'm sure of nothing. I'm sure that they're going to have the conference on Monday, and that we do know he was arrested as a suspect in DELPHI. But thinking it all through, when you look back and now in hindsight and seeing him and going, holy crap. Wow. But other than that, I don't know anything at all. So I'll just kind of go over what we know, all that stuff, and where we're at right now. Kelsey, the sisters, did put out a statement that, she doesn't have any comment. She's grateful, and just to wait, until Monday when the press conference happens. So you could be sure, because people said, well, why didn't they do a press conference today? Well, a lot of that is, look, this all just broke. They've got to gather resource, all of their stuff to get everything, their ducks in a row for a Monday morning press conference. But Quinton's, all right, let's look at it. So we know that Billy Joe and Leilani, and I think her brother, were in the front lawn today. We know that Betty Bullhorn got punched in the nose, allegedly. It's an absolute crazy show. I'm sitting there watching Queen's live, and Dolly's fighting with Queen, or fighting with whoever is on Queen's panel while they're live, through a woman that's recording for Queen. It's like nothing I've ever seen. All right, let me get this. Let me be very clear here on my opinion about this. And it's not a popular one right now. It's not a popular one right now. Some lady in the yard Oh, I didn't know. In a black, look, feel bad for Billy Joe. Really sad she's breaking down. But I also know that last night she was standing in the driveway screaming with Leilani at people. Billy Joe and Leilani are sitting in their front yard. We knew this was going to happen. We knew this was going to happen. The reason it didn't happen with the Laundry family was because the Laundry family stayed inside. And yes, it's horrible. And Dolly needs to go home. And so do the rest of them. But I don't see that happening. And instead, now it's getting 10 times worse. And you've got YouTubers from all over coming on down to Georgia or whatever. And this is the tip of the iceberg. I'm sorry. And so yet again today, law enforcement's coming out and, you know, tells them go inside. Like, yo, please answer me. When and what point has Billy Joe and Leilani hung out in the front yard this entire time? Never. Where do they always hang out? In the backyard. So today they decide they're going to hang out in the front yard. And I'm not, they have a right to hang out in their front yard. I'm just saying, if you're going to antagonize, like, come on. We've seen Billy Joe's breakdown. I feel that's horrible, but do I think there's some manipulation behind it? I do. Look, I'm sorry. It's my. All right, I gotta be careful. I wear this. I'm about to get a whole bunch of hate and unsubs. I feel for her as a grandmother, but her actions do not always match up with these breakdowns. I do think that they're breaking her. That's awful. Somebody said we forced her on YouTube. No, we didn't force her on YouTube. Like, I don't know how to word it that I don't sound like a jerk. Because I do have grace for her as a grandmother, and I do think she's legitimately breaking down. That's exactly it, Beatlemaniac. It breaks my heart as a grandmother that she has to go through this. But, yes, AG, it... But where I lose grace is her other actions, and I lose grace in the spectacle. We've got Betty Bullhorn videoing. We've got another woman videoing. We've then got signs being stole. And then we've got Billy Joe videoing on Cher's channel. So we've got 3 different people videoing this protest, this chaos. Meanwhile, Quinton is unfound, lying in most likely a landfill. Well, we all sit there and act like freaking children. Not even children. One second, please. My daughter told me I was getting too heated up and I needed to quiet down a little bit. Yes, the police are being utilized they steal signs. Betty calls the cops. Like, guys, they have neighbors. They have neighbors who this is really affecting. Okay? Look, there's neighbors that are saying, don't be deceived. That house has been known very much so as a party house and all that kind of stuff. Like, this isn't and then, you know, I've specifically talked to a neighbor that said, look, I am all for you standing out there and saying justice for Quinton and doing it for the daytime and all that. But at 10 o'clock, these neighbors need to be able to put their kids to bed, be able to sleep without mass chaos and lights blaring. And yes, that is Betty Bullhorn, and that is that is on the protesters, and that needs to stop. This all needs to stop. But do I think that everyone should go home so that Leilani can be free and come and go as she please? Heck no. Look, you gave up your... Okay, I gotta be quiet a little bit. Yeah, so apparently Dolly had the will you marry me. Apparently there's some story behind it. Yeah, don't go out here. Okay. Leilani, you gave up the right to any freedom when you murdered your son. And we know you did it. We know you did it. Okay? You might as well just, hey, Yvette, stop the charade. You did it. Okay? Innocent until proven guilty, fine. There's a 2.3% chance I believe that she didn't do it. Billy Joe, you kind of gave up your right to some of your freedom with keeping Leilani there. Hey, Kathy Joe. Beatlemaniac, yeah, that breaking down. So what I will say is I think that their attempt is to break down Leilani, and instead it's breaking down Billy Joe. And for that, I feel sorry. And, you know, but you don't sit in the freaking yard. Though you know those people are nuts. And you should be able to sit in your yard, but you know they're nuts. You know they're nuts. So you sit there and you just wait. And yeah, you should be allowed to sit in your yard, but you think Roberta and what's the dad's name? What's the dad's name? Why can't I think of laundry? They couldn't sit in their front yard either. Like, we know YouTubers are nuts and we know that they're crazy. But somebody's going to get hurt, and that's all I'm going to say. Somebody's going to, what, Chris, thank you, Beatlemaniac. Somebody is going to get hurt. And what is sad to me, I'm going to play a little bit of it, is, well, exactly, AG, that's where they've hung out the entire time, you know? And I do know for a fact that after, late last night, I had the neighbor messaging me saying, well, it was quiet, but it's not quiet anymore because the two of them are out in the driveway showing up, meaning I guess that's like slang for, or showing out, I guess that's slang for like, come at me or something like that. Well, you're not going to win this. Like, this isn't a game. Stop making signs for Cher and start making signs for Quinton. Get on the phone every single day, all day, whatever you got to do to find out the truth if your daughter won't tell you the truth. Like, hey, I love Durf. It's not a game. This isn't a game. All right? It's not who wins. It's not what's your right, what's my right. None of you are right. You're all acting ridiculous, and meanwhile, oh, Kathy Joe, thank you. Kathy Joe just informed me that's Southern for acting a fool. Gotcha. Meanwhile, there is a 20-month-old baby missing, deceased, most likely in parts. I'm sorry. It's just, if the FBI won't let you search, fine. Obviously, right? They don't want 100 people out there and digging into that. Then sit your daughter down and say, look, tell me the truth right now. If you won't, something. I don't know what you want to tell me, but don't add to the problem. And for crying out loud, Betty, go home. And if for 1 minute you think that Dolly and Betty are not in this for views, then you didn't see the texts that were floating around where one of them, and I don't know which one, no, it must have been Betty, said, I'm torn of whether to go or not. Hey, Jen. Yeah, playing crying baby saw. Oh, let me be real clear about this. BHB and Dolly are wrong. Playing baby sounds is wrong. Again, whether or not you like Billy Joe or Leilani, you don't know what the other people on the street, that kind of crap is ridiculous. But I don't even think the person that punched Betty Bullhorn is part of the Leilani's crew. I don't know. Apparently she was one of the ones sitting on the front yard with the black shirt on or something. I don't know who that was. It wasn't Leilani at all. Like, go home, Betty. So my point was, there was a text floating around YouTube where one of them was like, I'm torn because I think it was like, so-and-so says the views are sticking. If you for 1 minute think that this isn't for views, you're crazy. Okay. Billy Joe saying "share is my heart" is insane. I'm just going to tell you that right now. It is unhealthy and it is nuts. And if you think that's not for views, here's the deal. We're YouTubers. The bottom line is we want views, right? We want views. Good. I'm talking about it right now. I want views. But at what point is it too far? And I think we reached that point a long time ago with this, and it's not going to get any better until one of the exactly, Jen. No, Jen. Oh God, you're a fresh breath of flesh. I cannot talk. I actually had to leave a couple chats, and I said to Punkette and Amber, I was like, I had to get out of there because she sat in the front yard, not Billy Joe. She sat in the front yard with a grin on her face. Do you understand? She is a, what are those called? Kathy Joe, you'll know, because psychopath, sociopath, I don't know which one she would be. Right now, it's not about, like, one of them is going to have to say enough is enough. Because you know what? If they go inside, it sucks. Go inside, like, I just don't know what the answer is, but all I know is they're all acting a fool, and now we're getting people that are fighting for the rights of the family, which I understand. So they're now fights are happening in the street between, hey Jax, attention hog, between protesters and anti-protesters. It's, if anyone thinks that this is helping Quinton at all, you're out of your mind. Not out of your mind. I'm sorry. I'm being too rough. No, Jen, I have an unpopular opinion about that as well. I do think Billy Joe's emotion is legit, but I also think that she needs to match it up with her other actions. And I don't know if they're trying to get Izzy. Yes, I just found that. Thank you for telling me. I don't know if they're trying to egg it on a little bit to gain a sympathy thing or what they're doing. You know, I really don't know. I think, yeah, yeah. It's just insane. And then, you know, they're dogging on Bubba. The media's dogging on. Thanks for reminding me of that, Izzy. Dogging on Bubba for not talking to the media. Do y'all realize his 43-year-old mother died Sunday? So he, to liver failure, of what she was diagnosed with 2 months ago, and he lost her in 2 months. So Bubba has lost his son and his mother very quickly, of which he has the funeral for her tonight. So maybe get off his back to interview him, and maybe he's working with law enforcement, and let him bury his mother or his son. You know, like, it's just crazy. That's right, Izzy. It is very alarming to me, Jen. It's sad to me now. If I knew that the actions outside of these breakdowns matched up, I might think differently. But you can't stand out in the driveway one night drunk, you know, showing out, as Kathy Joe said, and then have a breakdown because people are protesting in front of your house and fights are happening. Well, yeah. Yes, thank you guys. I hit 2,000. I forgot. Yeah, we can't comprehend what it's like for somebody to lose their, I mean, she's 43. She's 3 years older than me. Oh my gosh. And she just died of liver failure in 2 months. And then he loses his son to something like this, and he's not even, still hasn't found it. He's got people like leaving Facebooks. That's not, oh yes, I did. Well, as long as everything goes through this week, right, then I got a job in a company I've been trying to get into for a lot of years. So I'm super pumped about that. Thank you, Kathy Joe. Yes, some thought I would never get another job again, but the timing always is right, you know. So it all worked out really well. Thank you, Kathy Joe. So yeah, I mean, we can't people on his Facebook are like, hey, deadbeat dad, you should off yourself, like that kind of stuff. So now picture losing your mom, losing your son and then hearing that kind of crap, like, I don't know. I don't know. And now there's just a different, bring out the 2K strippers. Yes, thanks, Amber. Thank you, everybody. You guys are awesome. It was, it was pretty awesome. I was, worried about that one thing that we talked before, past history, and they were like, yeah, that's cool. Just everything worked out really well. So, it's a very positive thing for my family's future and stuff. So, Leilani says some stupid shit. Leilani was packing last year up and yelled. Right. What is unfortunate about this is the only person this really isn't affecting is Leilani, because she doesn't care. Look, she knows she's going to jail. She knows the truth is going to come out. So what does she care? And, by the way, side note, anyone who ever thought I wasn't, in particular, one person that outed me losing my job last time, I just would like you to know that I bounced back pretty quick. So, hey, Pamela. Yeah, just, I mean, if you remember with the laundry situation, as much as everyone hated Roberta and Chris, like, it ended up being that Molly and those guys made themselves look like complete idiots because of the situation. Hey, Nadie. Yeah, the you ain't nothing, you ain't ever gonna be nothing thing didn't stick too much, huh? Izzy, I love Izzy. I just love Izzy. Yeah, she has nothing to lose. She has nothing to lose, y'all. And it is very hard. And I do believe Billy Joe is torn in that, because I think she knows. I do think she knows deep down she's at a standstill, and she has to cut ties with Leilani soon. Maybe not cut ties, I don't. Oh, they're going, Beetle. Actually, somebody said Molly's mom's really sick. So if that's the case, she needs to be in our prayers, and I hope that's not true. But every day there's somebody new coming down there, and like, it's the South, y'all. Like these people. That's right, Jax. I do. And it's weird because the way things have worked out. I keep jumping. Sorry. The way things have worked out, I'm in school, and this new job will give me the time to still be at school, as well as provide a good future with my husband working as well. But it also gives me the freedom to be able to get home, to work from home 2 days a week, and, be able to get home in time for the kids, games and things like that. So I'm super pumped. And I have been trying to get into this company for like 5 years. And it's the most bizarre, because I was at my daughter's travel softball game, and all of a sudden I overheard a father of one of the girls on her team say, I'm not going to dox the company, say what company they worked for. And it was that company. And I turned around and I was like, wait, what? And he referred me in. I had my first interview, second interview, and third interview yesterday. Within 2 hours, they hired me. It was crazy. So anyways, it all works out the way it's supposed to. I did. Thanks, Nadie. But yeah, it's an unfortunate, and we'll look at a little bit of it. And I do want to reiterate, I do have sympathy for Billy Joe in some regards as a grandmother and a person. Okay, do I think she wanted Quinton to die? I absolutely do not think that. I think she is grieving. I do. But I have another side of that too. All right, Nadie, awesome. Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about. Yes, it is. I can't handle when she's in chat. Thanks, Sandy. Thanks, Pam. Nope, Pamela, it's all working out, because it'll be fine. I'm gonna still make sure. I usually do like every other day. Lately, it's been a little bit more, but yeah. Hold on, my daughter's coming in. Yes, dear. Grab my AirPod. Oh, don't put your head on screen right now. Sorry. I love you, but here. No. Yeah. Love you. Just not right now. I have more subs now. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye. Love you. Yup. Why can't I? What should I just do? I can't click on it. Oh, oh my gosh. I can't be in charge of anything like this. Hey, Cindy Ann. I just don't want people coming at me on the offside like, you have no sympathy, you're inhuman. And we have to look at that, Izzy. We're talking about a woman who did raise 2 murders. And so those are the areas, Beatlemaniac, of saying no matter how it comes out, even if it's her daughter, she will be okay with it. So here's what people, okay, this is my last preaching thing, but this is important because I've been thinking about this. Punkette, you know, I should have never told Lindsay I'd help her out with the stream on Monday because I can barely figure out how to turn on my headphones. Okay, Kate's going to come up after she's done with the call. So here's, I think, part of the problem with this case is we all can relate in some way. So like for Beatlemaniac, she's a grandma. And so she gets like, you know, that grandma side of emotion. And then, you know, some people get like an addict side of that emotion, or some people get like being they have a 19-year-old kid who struggles, so they get that side of emotion because we relate as human beings. But then that's really hard because we have to remember, and what I said to Beatlemaniac is, you have to remember you're not that type of grandma. Like, you're not the grandma that would ever leave Quinton alone after some of the things that have happened. Like, so we just have to try to separate ourselves from our own emotion and see like the whole picture of it. And maybe there's a protest, you know, there's people that think Betty Bullhorn is doing it for the best intention. You know, teach their own. Yeah, now what? Yes, I'm going to play that. Wait, you have fall sense? I got to get on Nadine's thing. Yes, Izzy. So I have a very, right. I have a very small, hey, Mother Goose. All right, sorry, I'm done preaching, y'all. I'm just trying to see both sides of it. But, I mean, I know parents that have turned their kids in for things. I know parents, subs, one that's in my chat right now, who took her grandchildren away from their, not away, but away, yes, away from their own children to protect their grandchildren. It's not an easy thing to do, but they did it. You know, it's just, and they don't regret it. So it can be done. Hey, crazy mama. All right, let's look at some of this chaos. They do need to go home though. This crap show that's happening there. I can't even right now. Here we go. Right. I can't see the circus, Savannah, and that this is just a circus. Yeah, and you're 100% right. I was just saying, like, this isn't going to end, and instead, it's. I know, Sandy, and you've been open in this chat before, and I use you as a reference many times. Your situation was not an easy one, but you've never expressed any regret for protecting your grandkids. Exactly, Mother Goose. And that's my biggest point to all of this is you're all standing in the street, punching each other in the nose, fighting over signs, all that crap. And Quinton's still missing in potentially a landfill, probably in pieces. Yeah, they do, Savannah. There needs to at least be a statement, I think, from police at this point that says, like, rebellious. It made me so. Yeah, I don't give a rat's ass about her past or if she's on anything now. Because how could you not be? This has to be. Yeah, for sure. Wait, what did rebellious say? Yes, and for that, I feel hard for her. He is. Quinton is getting lost in this. Yes, if you go to my you know what? I gotta set that to everybody, Nay. I have a 20% off. Nay, can you drop your? Oh, I don't know. Okay. Can one of the mods drop? I can't remember if I modded you yet, Nay. Nay's candle scent link because she has amazing stuff, and through my code you get 20% off. Right, Savannah, put her into some side. Yeah, because her face. Yeah, Izzy, yeah. So what I do feel bad for Billy Joe in some ways is she's still cleaning up Leilani's mess. All right. I just want Quinton found. I just want him found. Beetle Maniac, I know I need to. The problem is when I gotta go to YouTube to do that. I'm a 100% Mother Goose. We know she's, I mean, like I said, there's a 2.3% chance, I believe, and I think I just dropped that by 0.3% chance that she is innocent. Danny, I'm on the fence of. But what BHB and crap like that is doing, I know, and BHB wants to steal somebody for stealing signs. Like, I don't even know what to say. She did, crazy mama. She did. And that part, yeah. I think part of me thinks, well, Leilani is, is the ringleader. I would not doubt she's the one that's like, let's go sit in the front yard, that eggs this on. She was the one holding the gate the other night, y'all, lurking as her mother was chasing her friend down because the friend was going to fight one of them. She's sadistic. Okay. We've got so much to talk about, especially with DELPHI, and be praying for Bubba, whether you like him or not, or think he's was a bad dad. We can't comprehend what it's like to lose not only your son in such a way, but then your mother so quickly as well. It's just, all right, I'll go to Legacy. They have. I just want to make sure. I don't agree with that. Wait. What's this? Okay, I gotta not get confused. Focus, Parker, focus. Legacy's got a lot of this up. So here's Billy Joe's breakdown.
People are asking what they can send to you as well. If you guys need anything, I don't know, food, clothes.
What did I just say?
Like anything. People were asking if they could send y'all anything.
Clothes?
That would be great. It would be great to have something to eat because we plan on standing right out here with everybody else for the rest of the night.
No.
I have not seen this yet.
Just make sure it goes to
AB, thanks. Bullhorn Billy. Oh, Christy, that's sweet. People are asking what they can send to you as well. If you guys need anything, I don't.
Okay. That's bizarre. All right. They don't need clothes, y'all. They had clothes before this. I think they're probably good on clothes. I'm hoping that Billy Joe rethought standing out there all night after the police came. But that's a little bit different, I'm just the whole do you need clothes set? I'm like, they're not living outside. Like, I mean, okay. I'm skipping past the bridge stuff. Okay, so here was 3 hours ago.
They're trying to entertain me. You're disgusting. Nobody wants you here. But I bet you don't know how that man.
Look at y'all. I mean, okay. So this girl in the black shirt right here was recording for Queen Bee, and she's super nice, so no one come at her. But there's the posse over there. Who's the person sitting down there? I have no idea. But is this not weird?
They're trying to entertain me. You're disgusting. Nobody wants you here. But I bet you don't know how that man over here got his life. She's doing this because the news is here. That's why she's doing this. They're trying to entertain me. You're disgusting. Nobody wants you here.
Oh, the lady. Oh, she said Cokes, Izzy girl. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, clothes? Why do they need clothes? Exactly, crazy mama. Okay. Yeah, so the lady with the, I felt really bad for her, y'all. She took some massive heat. Like, Dolly wouldn't stop calling her meth head and stuff. And it's just, yeah, it was just way wrong. I mean, I'd be in the front yard if these crazy peeps came to my house. True, crazy mom. My only point is they hadn't meant to this point. And, you know, it's one thing for BJ to hang out in the front yard, but for Leilani, like, why are you hanging? You know what you did to your child. You know what you did to your child. So please, please help me understand. What are you fighting for out there? Please, Leilani, what are you fighting for? Because if I were the police, they must just want to just like tase every single one of the people there right now. All right, let's see what else he's got. Oh, here's more.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
I'd love to hear about it.
No.
I want to tell your story.
No, we don't care about telling a story.
But you do, Billy Joe, because you're telling it right now. You've been telling it on Cher's channel. So you do care about sharing your story. Here's her one of her breakdowns, allegedly.
Doing something like this. Not even for the fucking Wells.
Oh my God.
Justice for Quinn! Oh, Jesus. Heavenly Father, please.
Does anyone have the clip of Leilani? Because I don't want Cher to strike me. I heard she was teaching the family how to strike creators, so I'm a little bit worried about that. I just want Leilani's clip of it from, like, I wonder if it's from Twitter or something. My freaking internet.
Please let them find him. Please let them find him and bring him home.
Exactly, Jen.
Please give them all the strength and needs and equipment that they need to not ever have to stop until they have him. Please. Please.
This is awesome.
You feel proud for causing this pain? Fuck out of here.
Cher.
And don't cry to me in 3 months to be unblocked either. When you know how wrong this fucking is.
I need to hold my tongue. I mean, okay, maybe that is wrong, Cher, but so is you know, coming after Danny when you don't even know. Yeah, like yeah. So what did the babysitter look at? Can you please look at her face? This is just, at least I'll show you this. Do you see this right now? Savannah. Okay, forget about Cher, forget about chasing. Look at that girl, and you tell me she gives two craps, and that is sadistic right there. I'm going to say it. Holy crap. I'm telling you, y'all, if you don't see that, I'm telling you, I think she eggs half of this on. I really do. Like, let's go sit in the yard. She has this manipulative power over her mother, or like, I'm telling you, she is, let me see what Punket's got. It is, hey, Allie. I'm so proud of you. Don't give up, Allie. Don't give up, okay? I know it's a rough night, but hang in there, all right? Reach out to somebody. Reach out to us. Hang with us. Laugh. Keep it up. Don't let it go, okay? You don't want to end up like, yeah. Yes, I love Durf. This is, get a text from Danny's phone. How do you prove it was Danny? So that's where I am, Izzy. So let's talk about it, okay? You're right, Savannah. You're right. But I mean, I don't know that I'd be able, I don't know. Look, I've done some really, like, I've done things right in my past, and I'm just saying, like, I can't even imagine, minor things, doing something like this and then being able to smile like that is scary. And for that, I feel bad for Billy Joe, because I can't, I do think in that moment, Cher's like, she must kind of feel like, are you kidding? Like, and I do agree with like what Melissa was saying. She knows she's at a turn, like this is where you're at a turning point as far as she's going to jail, right? She's going to jail. She now has 2 kids in jail, and she's not going to see her grandchildren again. At least it'll be a long time. And when she does, you can guarantee they won't be left alone with her. And so there is definitely, she has lost a lot, Good, Allie. Thank you. Thank you. I'm proud of you. All right, let's see what else we got here. I love Durf. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. Yeah, crazy amount. Hey, Gladys. Yeah, I held it together until I see pictures like this of her, and I think, you're the one that's doing this. Like, you're instigating this crap. It's really, it's bizarre. We've all seen people before that it is a little bit creepy, actually. Legacy's had a very balanced viewpoint. Like this, guys, right here. I'm sorry. This right here. This is who it's about. Him. Not screaming in the street at each other. What if instead of screaming in the street at each other, we met each other halfway? Like we just agreed to disagree. We let law enforcement do their job. We went home. Billy Joe acknowledges some things. I don't think Leilani ever will. What if we just all made peace and remember who this is about? Him. That's who I feel bad for. Because he didn't even get a chance. He didn't even get a chance. And now, yeah, when I see him and I think, how, like, this is who it's about. And I do believe Grandma loved him and loves him dearly. And we got to get back to that place. Like, we just do. I wanted to make sure. So now this is interesting. Let's talk about this really quickly. So Diana says, so a lot of people are trying to confirm that Diana called. Well, now hold on a second. What's this?
Her 1-year-old son is missing. She woke up, her door was open. But he's unable to open a door. Saying someone came in and took him.
Quinton is
okay,
missing.
Well, we heard that. The one thing I wanted to do was, I don't want you to see any of that stuff. Okay, so Ellie said to media reporters that they have no new information to report. The day is not the day is not over paying to find him. I did see that they are, obviously they're going home again. They've been looking all week. Here's some, look at you. Yeah. Like, look at those pictures. I didn't comprehend how much work they have ahead of him until I see pictures like this. Good Lord. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, y'all. I just realized something. I just realized something when I saw something. I just realized something just hit me. That, Savannah, but also, yes, and these people still have families, you know, like that they need to go home to. A lot of them aren't like fly home for the weekend or something. They're from out of town. I just realized that there's bones for all kinds of things in there because I saw like what was probably like a meat bone or something. So they have to not only sift through garbage, but decipher what's a human bone and an animal bone or a meat. Like, that's insane. I didn't even think about that. Okay. Now, look. Y'all, I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. And Savannah, I am scared. I believe they will not stop until they find a piece of him. But I believe it could be a month or months. They're going to run it. The problem is the money issue. You know, they've already had to take it from the public school safety cameras or something like that. Exactly, Allie. I did not even. So Gladys, there's been talk about that. And I guess that there's a theory that cadaver dogs did hit. But I want to understand. Oh, due to the toxic waste, that would make sense, Beaglemaniac. So let's talk about this for a second, because Mother Goose, and you know, I've thought that too, that he might not be right, Kathy Joe, and we have to remember that too, you guys. They're not only just sifting things. Okay, how they described it last week when people weren't understanding is there's like a tarp. They bring everything in, put it on the tarp, then they go through that section of material, then they have to take it and bury it again or move it to a spot of stuff they've already gone through, but make sure they've processed anything in there that might look different. Then go back and do it again, like small amounts at a time. So we all summer, right? We were told, well, we know that Ellie had to drain the pool, they said, allegedly because it was too green. Oh, okay, Mother Goose. So they didn't have a pool, allegedly, that was in working order. Billy Joe asks for the pool if anyone knows how to fix it. So now they've filled a pool and it's blue. Like I think maybe it's because they have extra time on their hands. I just think maybe our priorities are a little bit off. I guess it is just kind of bizarre. You can't help but notice, like, man. Now I want to talk about something. I got to ask you guys, because this is the first I'm hearing this. Oh man, see, I keep getting all these things. Oh, here it is, guys. Well, okay, you can't see it. Hold on.
I don't know if I would make it through this. I don't know if I would make it.
You've got all of us. We got your back. We're here for you.
Tell them how many people are in there right now.
We got almost 2,800 people in here.
Well, I wish all 2,800 of them were standing in my yard with me right now.
Yeah, we wish we were too.
I, 'cause, 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 '
This is so hard to watch.
Okay, whatever, share. So yeah, I mean, that is, landfills are hazardous for the dogs. Everything from getting, oh wait, hold on, let me shut that off. Why is it still? Where is this playing from? Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that is, so the pool filled, yeah. That's true, Allie. They could have, that's what I was going to ask you guys. So yeah, that's true, Kathy Joe, because I remember Shaq saying that like they had to have certain boots even that were like puncture proof and stuff because it's so dangerous there. That's true, Savannah. So that's where I struggle is your actions have to line up. Like it's tough. So I do think she's torn, Beatlemaniac. I do. So did the babysitter come out and say that she believes that, so this is the article I found and I want you guys to verify it. And then I do want to talk about DELPHI, some of the breaking. What did I do with it? Okay, there it is. Hold on. I refuse to be done by live until we talk about the breaking news. Okay, so allegedly, this is from the babysitter, and I just want you guys to verify it for me. It said that Quinton Simon's babysitter exclusively told Fox News Digital that she found the boy and his toddler brother alone in the family's pool over the summer, and now suspects that the boy might have drowned. And she says, I felt the whole time that this has happened, that Quinton got out and maybe got into the pool. Diana said, that's my feelings all along because Zane can open the door and they've gone out before. This is insane. Zane is 3. McCarta, who had been watching Simon's 3 children for about 9 months before Quinton's disappearance, said her 16-year-old daughter found Quinton and Zane alone in the family's full-size backyard swimming pool over the summer. The children cannot swim. I go down there and they was in the pool and we got them out. Leilani was sleeping. It was scary. Y'all, did she really say this? Is Kate here? Where's Kate? Oh, there's Kate. Okay, all right. She did say that. Okay, I'll see it. That exactly, Jen, and that is my point, and why I'm not a popular opinion right now is just because that's only going to make things worse right now. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, Kathy Joe, that's good. Okay, yes, I found that, and I didn't know if it was true, but that confirms it. Okay. Really, Izzy girl? I'm wondering because she has been pretty lift. God, I can't talk. But I just think that's really. I still don't 100% know that I believe that theory. I just, because of the time frame of everything. I mean, the babysitter. I just don't know that I've seen. Kate, don't jump ahead. I'm getting there. You're supposed to be up here. Yeah, I don't know. So it's very interesting. I don't necessarily know I believe the pool theory, but I think it's interesting that we hadn't. You're right, though, Izzy. The babysitter might have said that in the beginning. That is very scary if she found Leilani asleep and they were in the pool. That is actually quite terrifying. It's insane. I don't know. I do ask that. I just hope they leave Bubba alone and that people, instead of writing deadbeat dad or go off yourself on his Facebook, can understand that he just buried his mother at 43 and now his son is deceased, like all within the last month. So So that's kind of like that. There you go. There's the shenanigans we're seeing right now. The best we can do is hope that Leilani and Billy Joe and stuff will go in and get sleep, and Betty Bullhorn would choke on her bullhorn. I don't know, would go away. And it's tomorrow, Izzy. Thank you, the 29th. Yeah. That is exactly right. Exactly, Jen. That's what I said. It's all about Quinton in that picture I just showed you. He didn't get a choice in any of this. Someone made that choice. His mother made that choice. And you know what's even more awful? If she did this, okay, let's say if, in case, he had to die at the hand of the woman that was supposed to protect him the most. And that is awful. It's awful. Exactly, Gladys. And anyone who thinks that's different is out of their mind. Crazy Mama. Yes. So I've heard some theories about that. And I was going to ask some of my Discord if that's the case. I was going to ask that, but I'm afraid of the answer. So, but yeah, it is interesting. It is very interesting. But I mean, Jen's absolutely right. Quinton's the only one that doesn't get a voice in all this. And if you think that this is the voice that Quinton deserves, you're nuts. Quinton does not deserve this voice. Quinton deserves people fighting in the right direction. You want to protest? I'll tell you where to protest. Protest on the government door to better CPS. You want to protest things? Protest things like that and let law enforcement do their job instead of continually coming down to the house because you've called them because of signs or because Betty got punched in the face by some woman. Yeah, that's true, Savannah. You're probably right. And, you know, pray for the neighbors. It is very tough. You know, they said, the one I'm talking to said, thank you, Jen. You know, she said, I'm all for justice for Quinton, and I don't mind them during the day. She said, but after 10, when it gets really wild, and when I talked to her last night, it was 11:30, 12. She said, it seems like after 10 o'clock, things go insane. And, you know, I would have liked to see that. I'm sure there's going to be a clip of it somewhere. Like, and then the people that are videoing Betty Bullhorn in defense of the family, Betty's yelling at them that she's going to sue him, and people are stealing signs. And yeah, Mama Bear, that's what I've heard. Allegedly that happened. I have not seen a clip of that, but allegedly Betty Jo kind of got punched in the nose or something, but she's still going strong. Somebody's teeth fell out. I can't even right now. Oh, she just touched her nose. Okay, Izzy, thanks for clearing that up. I mean, I figured she probably would have called law enforcement. And, you know, I did hear her say something about assault. I'm telling you, law enforcement just must want to start tasing every single one of those people. Oh, my gosh. All right, so I want to talk about DELPHI because more of a flick. Okay. And we can still talk about Quinton, but DELPHI, don't tune out. This, I don't know, the girl with the black tank top allegedly touched Betty's nose or something, or a black tank top. Yeah, Jen, that's what I hear. And also, if that is the case, y'all, and she's coming off of some of those things, I mean, we do know she's still getting sloppy drunk, so that's not helping anything either. Oh my gosh, oh my God, I'm sorry, I can't stop. Oh my God. Okay, thanks, Kate. I gotta get my email up because that's where I put these pictures. All right. Okay, so really, Izzy? Oh my gosh. So really quick before I move on, is there anything that law enforcement at this point can do? Like anything to stop this madness? Or no, are they pretty much just like, you know what, my son's at his first ever teenage party, and I'm making sure he hasn't called. I said, don't you be pulling on any spin the bottle. And they were like, what? And I was like, spin the bottle. He's like, yeah, I have no idea what that is. It's like, okay then. Yeah, so is there anything, anybody, like Kathy Joe, you know a lot of legal stuff. Is there anything that they can do at this point to stop some of this madness? The teeth, I can't stop that. It's a 5-second rule. Ellie cannot do anything unless they break the law. Okay, Izzy, and as long as they're off her property, right? Hey, Tia. He did. I was like, you gotta, I said, all right, it's your first teenage party. He's 14. And when I say teenage party, like the parents are there and they're sitting around a fire. And I was like, you know, I did spin the bottle too, you know, spin the bottle. And he was like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, never mind. Not easily. Okay. Jax, apparently. And I mean, I have some 2 side teeth too. My kid needs braces more than I need my 2 side teeth. But apparently somebody was yelling at her at the fence and teeth came out. Yeah, I wish they could issue a curfew as well, SA. And I'm wondering if that might be just like something they can do. But I do think when you get some, like, you get these, you know, hillbilly type, and look, I can say that because I am too, with, I just worry it's just going to end badly. It's just people are already I mean, they're getting nuts. And now freaking everybody on YouTube is heading on down to Georgia, Savannah, Georgia. And oh my gosh, you've got to send me that clip. True, crazy mom. I'm not dropping it out of my mouth talking. You had a boyfriend. So was I. I mean, I had my first kiss when I was 12, and my daughter said the other day, texted me, when can I kiss a boy for the first time? I was like, 36. No. Oh, Izzy, gosh. Is there, Gladys? I don't know. I just felt so bad for the neighbor last night. She said it was quiet, and then all of a sudden, like 2 hours later, real late, she was like, okay, it's not quiet. And then the two of them, Leilani and Billy Joe, she said, were in the driveway showing out, which apparently is Southern way to say yelling and stuff. Oh my gosh, yes. He wouldn't know what to do if he a girl even grabbed his hand. Well, maybe he would. Oh my gosh, he stayed home from school today for the he has been asking for this as part of his birthday present this summer. The Modern Warfare release was today, and if he could skip school, and I said, if you're passing, and he is passing, and so he stayed home for the Modern Warfare release and thought he was just like the most amazing thing ever. I have to wait, I'm asking for help. Oh, that's awesome, Sandy. Are you Punkette? I figured. I was shocked how many people called off of work for this. Dave been yeah. Well, he went to the party tonight, and I almost thought he was going to bail out on it, but yeah. So, all right. Focus, Parker. Focus. Your Jax, your nephew. Your nephew is all I got to say. Jax's nephew is, look, he is a good looking boy. Such a nice looking boy. Okay, I should stop saying boy. He's a young adult. He's in college. I mean, he's whatever. I'm just saying he's a very, very handsome young man. But when I say Jax and Jax's sister has their hands full, oh my God. Okay, thanks, Kate. They did, Gladys, several of them. Bye, crazy mama. Thanks for coming in. All right. So, okay, Pamela, the Delphi, there has been an arrest, y'all. Here we go. Here he is. Arrest. I need to share it. Right here. His name. Nope, that's not where I want it. And this is about one of the creepiest images I've ever seen, because once you see it, you go, holy crap. Right here. Richard Allen is his name. And if that doesn't freak you out, he has been arrested after 5 years for the murder of those 2 girls. Pure evil. But you want to know what's more sick? And Lindsay sent me this picture. Again, Lindsay's got great coverage on DELPHI. I mean, she's got connections and stuff that, you know, she's done a deep dive. I can't do a super deep dive into DELPHI because it actually really gets me to, it gets to me because I think my kids, it's just, yeah, she does a great deep dive. But Jack, see, that's what I'm talking about. God bless your sister. Yeah, if it's unrelated to Keegan Kline, right? So then here's more. Let's go to more pictures. Now, if you guys haven't seen this, here Richard Allen is with his wife in the bar. Do you guys notice anything? This is like terrifying. Oh yeah, for sure, Pamela. The most disgusting part of this whole thing is if you see in the background, right by the door over there, is a picture of the bridge guy. The most eerie part of this all is that he sat there smiling. I know, Kate, smiling. Well, a picture that he knew was himself hung on the wall behind him. Yep, Tia. Lindsay sent it to me, and Pamela did as well, and I am Hey Molson man, happy Friday. It is it's so there's that. And then there's, let's see, what else do I got here? So this is his daughter sitting on, what do you call it? The moon, what do you call the bridge? Moon high or something like that. Sitting on the bridge. And there's Liberty's photo. Do you see? That? Oh yeah, I remember what I did. I don't even remember some of the amazing things I do. Look at that. See that way in the back? That beam? It's almost eerie. I'm seeing what Kate sent me. Oh, Kate's got me clips. To see that, to go, like, oh my gosh, y'all, like, you see the beam right there in his daughter's picture, and you look far in the farthest point where we almost see him coming into play when we see the bridge guy walking. Like, yeah, Pamela, know your limits. You're welcome. No, you've had a long day. Pamela has friends, and it's, yeah. I don't even know what to say. It's just, so, okay, so there's that. And let me also, so here's some facts about Ricky Allen. His mugshot, I haven't seen it yet. Okay, so here is a few things about Ricky Allen. So also, Jax, do you, so I want, oh no, this is what I got to share with you first. When you go ahead and look at where he lives, where's my Google Earth? Okay. So, Jax, I need to ask you a question because I can't remember. So he lives on Whiteman Drive, which is right here. And you can see where the bridge is. So I want to see how far apart they are. Gosh, 1.23 miles. And if I'm correct, I believe, oh, this is what I was going to ask you, Jax. Doesn't Abby or Libby, one of them, live on the same street? Oh my gosh, Izzy. Go look at, okay. Oh, thanks, Rebellious. All right, hold on. I got to go see what Jen's tagging me and stuff. Okay. Oh, amazing. Thank you for tagging me in that. Lindsay just put this on. I told you, she's got the deets. So here is what kind of has been happening. Updates. It says, I know y'all probably take this with a grain of salt, but I swear my local family is super involved in the Delphi Carroll community. Number one, Abby lives on that street. Thank you. Molson Man. No, this is, are you talking about the Delphi case? We switched, Molson Man. Sorry. So they dug up the yard last night per the neighbor. Neighbor had reported that Richard stole something and the cops came to look for it and apparently found evidence for the double homicide. They arrested him at work at CVS this morning. Allegedly, he's a farm. Lindsay, yes, Tia. That I've seen, yes. Yes, Tia, for sure. And she might actually be switching it all over to her true crime channel. I mean, everyone, what's the other one? The podcast about, what's the one thing that everybody watched it to give a background of this case. Do you remember what it was? Oh, really? Stop, Molson Man. Are you kidding me right now? She does. You know, like I said, whether or not you like her on a drama sense, her Delphi case coverage is on point. So it's alleged he was a farm tech. They've known about him for a while. Keegan Klein ratted him out as a second user of Anthony Schott's account. Yes, Tia, that's what it is. That'll just give you a brief overall of it, and then you can bounce into Lindsay's stuff. A family friend, a local attorney, told us that Richard voluntarily checked himself into a local mental hospital after the murder for a 30-day treatment. Wow. I did hear, you know, so I don't necessarily know, I can't prove it yet that his wife knew anything, and I've heard she deleted most of her stuff, but then I've also heard that there's a very big gap in her Facebook or something. But, you know, I think she went on a delete spree today as well. Yes. Oh, Tia, I know. Just very, it's a difficult case to follow. So what's interesting about this is, so Abby lived down the street from him. Could Richard be how Keegan found him? Dang, y'all, like, where am I going with this? Oh, it is scary to me where he lives, where this Richard dude lives, how close he is to all of these schools. I got to be honest, I don't think, and maybe I'll be wrong, that this is the only time. I will be surprised if this is the only time that he's hurt somebody. Jax, do you know where they apprehended him? Okay, let's look at what they say about, Heavy has to say about Ricky Allen. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? There was one thing I wanted to say that I was given. He also goes by an alias. Let me find what the name is. I've got to go to my Discord to pull this up. Okay, hold on one second, guys. Bear with me. So it says that he's Richard Matthew Allen, 50 years old. He's in custody. He is also said to have used the alias Craig Ross Renfro. Wow. Okay, so here's some things we know about him. He lives in so in 2018, Alan's wife posted a photo of their daughter on the same bridge. That's the bridge what we just saw. Okay, if he went to the bridge oh my gosh. They live in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home according to property records. Liberty's sister tweeted that the press conference is tentatively set for Monday. Today is the day. We knew that. She just basically said she has no comment. Oh, okay. See what comments I missed. Predators like to put themselves. That is disgusting. That is Mother Goose. I know, Molson Man. It does, doesn't it? Somebody said they're having, like, basically they're going to be getting all their ducks in a row this weekend. So I believe this is an image of, like, his house and then where Abby lives to the bridge. I also wondered I thought Lindsay was looking for actual vocals of him so that we could hear how close it matches to the down the hill guy. Okay, what else do we know? So he lives 5 minutes from the bridge. Richard Allen is married with a daughter who once posed that we know that. We've got that. So according to his wife's Facebook page, Richard is married. His wife posted a video in 2016 that shows Ricky Allen sitting in a car. She wrote, "Had a great weekend with my hubby, went Christmas shopping at Castleton Square Mall and Van Waar store. Oh, it had a great 25th anniversary at Ruth Chris." Talk about not knowing. Oh my God. Married 25 years with a kid. Like she just got married at some point here in the next, I don't know, I saw in the past few years, and not knowing he's a monster. Oh my gosh. Hiding in plain sight, right, Molson Man, all this time. And I bet you we could go through all the groups, and I bet you at some point he's been under an alias or something in one of these groups. Kathy Allen's Facebook post reads, "Live and love every day as if it's your last. Tomorrow is not promised." I mean, yeah, that doesn't mean. She filled her Facebook page with photos and excursions with her husband. This is one of them. Oh my gosh. Does he drive? Oh my gosh, that's a creep. That's a search warrant into another suspect revealed the girls' bodies were moved and staged. Really? Neighbors expressed shock about the development regarding Richard Allen. My friend, and this is somebody, a neighbor, my friend lives in his neighborhood and said he seemed nice and definitely not like a child murderer. She is freaked out, wrote one woman in a true crime group devoted to this case on Facebook. On March 17th search warrant was filed over the girls. You know, that was just saying that it gave us some details of the crime scene, which authorities have been tight-lipped about. It says the bodies were staged and moved, and that there was a large amount of blood lost by the victims at the crime scene. Because of the nature of the victims' wounds, it is nearly certain the perpetrator of the crime would have gotten blood on his person or clothing. Oh my gosh. He does, Molson Man. He has a daughter who's married. There's a picture of, I mean, you could see there's a picture of his daughter. I didn't want to post his daughter because the devastation she must be feeling right now, I can't even begin to imagine. But he was just like, he was kissing her on the cheek at her wedding. The two parents, like, one daughter. Interestingly enough, the daughter resembles the build and almost kind of a look like Libby, which is interesting. Okay, so he'd have blood on his clothes. So if they did dig up the yard, the search warrant, 2 articles of clothing from one of the girls was missing from the scene, leading authorities to believe they may have been taken as a souvenir. Oh my gosh. We know, here's the sketch in the video. Does this show the bridge? Oh, here it is. Oh my gosh. Authorities have released 2 crime scene sketches of the we knew about that. We heard him say down the hill. We also do know that the video is actually like 43 seconds long or something. So we have not seen, I don't envision we'll ever see the full entirety of it. The girls were followed by the suspect to the bridge, according to the warrant. There have been other suspects over the years. We already knew that. Oh my gosh. So Keegan Kline, we know that he's the one that kind of had been, catfishing, and everybody really, we thought he was the guy. Now, here's my struggle. It's under her DeLorean count for now. So I don't know that yet, Sandy. Have they said that? Actually, wait a minute. They might have. I'm trying to remember if they revealed the entirety of. Wait, Pamela just said something. Oh, you did? No cause of death has been released. There's theories out there that they're pretty sick. I don't even want to say those theories because I don't know, but they were from theories, right? That they might have been in some really, really bad shape. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get this message to myself because for some reason. I can't get it to send to me. Oh, dummy. Don't go anywhere, y'all. I got a link. Absolutely, Tia. Absolutely. Okay. Yes. Libby, from my understanding, okay, look, this is just what I've heard. Lots of rumors. Is that one of them was nearly like had just cut very bad. The item of clothing that they're missing, I don't know exactly what that is. What item it was. I assume based on, I remember going over this with Lindsay. We thought it might be underwear because of the way. Yeah. All right, hold on. What am I doing? Parker, focus. I gotta be honest, y'all, like it kind of feels a little, okay, it was underwear. Nice to, not that I don't want to talk about the Quinton chaos, but to just take a second to look at a different case, I guess. Because I mean, y'all, this is huge news. We've waited years for this. years. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. All right, here. Let's listen to this voice. This came from Pamela, so this is good. This is a video that Richard's wife put. Sandy, I don't think they've said yet whether they were or not, but there was definitely some sadistic things. We'll have to pull the report up someday, that new information that was released. I believe it was last year. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, Pamela, you got to know when to pull away too, okay?
Down we're going down. Shut up. It's not going to snap. I'm gyrating, but it's not going to snap. Oh my God.
There's the wheelchair coming up.
What? Oh my God. Lonely wheelchair. Wasn't that interesting?
Hold on.
Down we're going down. Shut up.
Wait, okay. Did you hear his voice? Now hold on a second. Okay. We've heard that voice. Now let's go back. I'm going to have to try to put these together where it's like... Okay. Wait.
Hey, if you like that video,
What?
be sure to...
It is the same voice. My mind is blown. It's the same voice. Let's go back to... Holy crap. Beatlemaniac. Okay, let's go back. I'll listen carefully. Guys, down the hill, we heard that.
It's not going to snap. I'm gyrating, but it's not going to snap. Oh my God.
There's the wheelchair coming up.
What? Oh my God. Lonely wheelchair. Wasn't that interesting? Down we're going
Hold
down.
on, listen to it. Write it.
Shut up.
Wait. Right there. You can hear the...
Down we're going down. Shut up.
Right there. I heard it. Yep. Essay, yep. Isn't this crazy, y'all? If Libby, who we know, fought for her life, did not, to have, like, she broke her own case. She broke her own case open. Like, to be 13, right? 13, and to have that, gosh, you know who I feel like continually going, to have that, like, knowledge and sense to record. I don't know that he ever would be caught if she didn't record. I just don't know. I mean, probably, yeah, maybe, but September 2018 was the voice. Okay. There's a way, an influx in his voice that is very, wow. I'm really blown away. Now, question, let's think this through, okay, for a second. What, Beatlemaniac, I wouldn't go back out there, man. Call the cops. Call Betty Bullhorn and tell her that there's a possum at your house and that it's breaking news. My question is motive. What would a motive? Right, so there's essentially, right, Pamela, they're saying that Keegan outed him, or something Keegan said that potentially was that he said he was another user of Anthony's shots. And if I remember correctly, Anthony's shots is the account that Keegan had to catfish these girls. And Tony Klein is the father, who has quite the shady record as well as far as catfishing. But what's our motive for Richard? Are they connected? Or exactly, nay. Or is this random? And for him, what would cause him to be that somebody to do something that sick? Even if he took a souvenir, which we can imagine he did, like, okay, yeah, check out Gray and Lindsay. And I will say, y'all, like, yeah, shoot names out, because I know I promote Lindsay, but she thinks every creator possible should. Hey, Melissa Jade should talk about this case just to get it out there. And check out Melissa's live from tonight, y'all, too. She dissects, oh my gosh, dissects all of the interview, you know, the breakdown and everything like that. Was this a group effort? Sorry for my dumb question. So it was not just one guy. We're not sure, Tia. Melissa Jade, what's your thoughts on it? You know about the breaking news, Delphi. I just can't decide. For me, I'm just trying to figure out, where does this all fit together with Keegan, and for him, for this Richard to do something so sadistic and so to take a souvenir allegedly and stuff. What? I don't see that it could be one killing and that's it. Like, do we have a serial killer? Has he killed multiple people and it's just not, they haven't put it together yet? And why Abby and Libby is really huge. Yeah. I mean, I think Keegan has to be in it somehow. Tony to... Them's big words. They are, Kathy Joe. They are. And I've been so dumbfounded by Betty, dumbfounded by Betty today, I can't even talk. Okay, awesome, Melissa. Yeah, essay, you got to look it up, because I think we have to go back into the, maybe Monday after the press conference, we should go back into the actual, when the info got released last year that was new, because I really think that, oh, man. Wait, Jax, Keegan, that's right. So Keegan, y'all, is another, see, we're going to have to break this down. Keegan is part of it all. So, yeah, oh my gosh. He admitted to waiting in a Jeep while this was all happening. We can call Richard Dick, sure. I just don't understand what the reason for it is. And I know you don't need a reason to be that sick, but it doesn't make sense. I mean, there had to have been other girls living on that street than Abby on the same street as Richard. Now, some people said, could Keegan have sold Abby's information or something? Like, I didn't even know really that would be a thing, but I don't know, y'all. I don't even know what to think about it. I would believe the selling theory more. Or wait, Was it the other way around that, I don't know, but there has to be other girls that live on the street with them. What made him choose Abby and Livy? And what made him choose that day? They said they went there a lot, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe, Pamela. Definitely follow Lindsay's page, though, for like her community posts and stuff. She posts a lot of stuff. Wow, Jax, that's crazy. I'm not allowed on the dark web at all. I don't know what to say. That's kind of where we're at. So, I mean, we'll know what more on the press conference. Comes out Monday, what led him. But I mean, he clearly, based on that picture I showed y'all, he looks, I mean, once you look at it, it's eerie when you match it up with the sketch. Wait a minute. I got a question because I don't know this. Does Abby's video ever show his face? No, obviously not, or they wouldn't have been searching for the last 5 years. Oh my gosh, Kathy Joe. Okay. You know, I freaking bet you. Oh, she was getting married at the time of the murders. Okay, never mind. I thought we were on to something. I do think she looks very, yes, I'm banned from very similar to Libby as far as like, you know, he's looking down in the video. Okay. I cannot imagine if Lindsay posted a video today too, where she explains Doug Carter and everything. Cause I just gotta go through all that. But, when I saw his face and stuff, then it really hits home of, I can't imagine how scared the girls were, you know, just, you know, what else? Abby probably knew him then. Like when she saw him, she might have very well recognized him when she got close to him. Because if they lived on the same street, not necessarily, but good Lord. Imagine being his daughter and like you find out your father's an absolute psychopath. Somebody did say there's a lot of missing girls in Delphi, and I just feel like this might be a serial type of thing, and that his, you know, like Cleo and Eliza Fletcher, like his DNA is gonna start popping everywhere. Now we don't know what led them yet. We don't know what led that. You're right, Kathy Joe. Oh my gosh, and that makes it worse because when he got close, they probably recognized him, and like you think in a second, like, oh, you're safe because you know this guy or whatever. He lives down the street from you, and then you realize like what you're about to face. And he worked at a local CVS, right? Well, I will say though, whatever, something about him made Libby scared enough to video. Does he have a limp? Because everyone always said that he had a, you know, like they were about his walking or something. Now, if he was a pharmacist, you know, that would explain more why he might have the weekday that he's off or something. You know, where his wife was, where, you know, during that time. Exactly, Kathy Joe. So the question is, was it a random bad luck, or did he ran across them, or did he target them? Is there, Pamela? Thank you. I'm going to Discord. Gosh. I bet the police, law enforcement and stuff is really emotional because, like, oh, you're sending it in Discord now. Okay. Just like for working so hard on this for so many years. There's theories. People are saying that law enforcement has known, you know, he was involved, but this has something to do with an election or something. But, you know, I don't know anything about that. Look, at the end of the day, I'm just happy he's caught. Okay, let's go see what oh gosh, I gotta go soon. I gotta get my son. Okay, here we've got him walking. Whoops, not what I meant to do. Here is Dick walking.
You started way too late. Oh, he's still doing more.
What is that in his yard? Oh, he's lighting fireworks. Excellent. Oh my gosh.
They all stayed out of the garden.
Wow. That's crazy, y'all. Yeah, he kicks when he walks, because I remember everybody saying he looked like he had like a limp or something. Dang. All right, y'all, I hate to end this, but I just realized I got to go get my son from his party. So again, check out Lindsay's stuff on it, and you know that there'll be a lot of breaking news, and we'll keep following it. And thanks for listening to my little vent at the beginning. Exactly, Izzy. Exactly. Let's just hope that everybody puts the focus back on Quinton, hopefully, and pray for everyone's safety this weekend, because it's about to get even more wild, I think. But all right, y'all, thank you so much. Have a really good night. I'll talk to you soon.